Hello and welcome to another episode of the Pig City Podcast. Excuse my background wallpaper changing right there. Make sure you do subscribe to Pig City. You see our channel here. We got videos all over the place, and ignore the camera for now. But I'm one of your hosts, Zachary Avi. Throw it over to my boy.
I'm Teddy Eller.
All right, let's see what we got cooking today, Teddy. Oh, took it for a ball. God. All right.
Yeah, that bitch.
So, today we have a special little edition. Kind of our last one-off, unless something random comes up, we have breaking news. The award show. This is our award prediction. This was all documented before the season had started, so it's not going to be coming out until after the opening weekend, probably mid through the first week of the year. And so I'm excited. I'm ready. Again,
I do want to preface all this with me and you had these people written down. We have receipts for it before these games have been played. So there's going to be some performances that you're like, oh, of course they would choose them or whatever, blah, blah.
It'd be a little foolish to pick who you're choosing for a season-long award based on the opening weekend anyways.
Correct.
But you're true. We probably do have those haters. We're going to keep this nice and tight so you can come back and listen to it. Make sure you make sure you comment. I've been getting some good messages and some other things. But comment, send us a message who you think they are, but send it soon. Come back and wait. See how well these age and don't age. Really simple scoring system here. It's always a competition. You get 10 points for everyone you get correct. You technically could get 100 if you get them all correct. We'll see if we have any overlap. I'm assuming we might have one or two the same. Just knowing how we kind of have been viewing things this off season. But yeah, Teddy, I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm so ready. Ready, right. Teddy. Teddy, ready.
And for those of you watching, maybe confused if you saw my hat, that won't be the thumbnail, but if for some reason you accidentally clicked on it, this is not our MLB The Show segment. We do have content for that coming up soon, though. Hopefully you found all your Easter eggs by now. If not, get your life together. But this is the show of the award show. So we're going to turn it on around here and get us going. No, I actually like it better the other way.
Yeah, as I say, it still says the show.
You're the show. So, speaking of the show, welcome to the award show, our first inaugural #1 award show. And, all right. First award on the docket. Oh, if you hear that little beep
American League MVP, most valuable player.
Yes.
So, Zachary, you can provide the betting odds for these if you would like. Without looking, because I'm not subscribed to a sports book or anything, so I don't even know what the betting odds are. I would be surprised if I'll take that back. It would not surprise me if he was the odds-on favorite for the American League MVP. Maybe that's just how I feel about him, and I feel that strongly. But my AL MVP prediction is Julio Rodriguez.
Okay.
J-Rod.
Love that. I'm a huge fan. Hey, he's already had a walk-off, so no wonder you picked him. Just kidding. But yes, he did, J-Rod. He is actually not my pick, but I obviously love J-Rod. Competitive team. Going to get the at-bats. Had an incredible first half of the year last year.
It's a team that I think is on the up and up. I think the Mariners, obviously, if you've seen our predictions, I have them in the World Series.
I do not.
But I just think, he's the best player on that team. He's the best player in that division. No disrespect. Just how it is. And I think that he's the best player in the American League, too. Like, I'm a big J-Rod fan. I am.
Shout out to the comments. We had a guy, and hopefully you listen to this as well. He did say he showed J-Rod. He had a higher WAR in less games played last season, which is crazy. Also, I heard the thing that Corey Seager swings at 52% of first pitches. I'm not picking Corey Seager. Don't know why I'm bringing him up. Sorry.
I love Seags.
Could you look at this hat, Teddy? See this? What's it say right there?
Oh, my God. Are you picking Aaron Judge?
I'm picking his teammate, Juan Soto, new to the Bronx, showing up. I'm high on this Yankees team. He's there. He's ready. We got a short little flip of the wrist over here. He hits everywhere. But the reason Aaron Judge is so important is, what are you going to do with – I know he had a little struggles last year, the Padres. I'm just going to Ignore that. How do you pitch to the guy? You can't not pitch to him.
Right. I think just a lot of it might is again just devil's advocate because I think that Soto is a great pick. You take Jay Wright out of the American League, Soto probably would have been who I chose. But
Okay. Your
yeah,
pick's
like
more fun.
just playing devil's advocate, I think that Judge could hurt Soto because he could easily outperform him this year. Number one. Number two, people, the people picking the awards can look at it and be like, oh, like, yeah, Soto had a great year, but most valuable, like, he had a teammate that also had an amazing year. So just,
I
again,
think
just a
the
little devil's advocate.
Yankees have as good as a year as I think they're going to have, and he's the leader in their stats. They want the Yankees to be good. So, yeah, I mean, neither of those are really crazy picks. Now moving on to our league, the National League.
National League. People call the American League the Big Brother League. Nah, not anymore. Even Baseball Reference has the what do you call it? The interleague records. National League owns the American League. Don't listen to those people. The haters. All right, National League MVP. Again, I don't see this person as odds on favorite, but I think they're right up there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be controversial with any of these. I'm a competitive person. I want to win this competition with you. My NL MVP, he's also my boy, and I think his move to a new position is going to kind of show, the voters like
there's only
he
two
shows out in
options.
this new position. It's gonna be the guy. Mookie Betts.
Okay.
Yeah, lucky for me, he's already had a very hot start.
Yeah.
To the season. But I'm all in on Mookie Betts this year. I was last year. I love Mookie. He's a phenomenal player, phenomenal athlete. Can't speak on that enough. Just, yeah, my NL MVP, bro.
Yeah, again, there's our first trigger warning for Boston fans. Sorry you had to get rid of him. I don't know why you chose to get rid of him. But you got Alex Verdugo, who's now with the Yankees. Anyways, I probably did pick the odds-on favorite, and I'm going to pick a guy who I don't know if it was 142 or 143, but he reached base safely in 142 games or 143 last season. And he's just the best player in baseball. And I'm not going to say I'm a huge fan of him, but he's incredible. And that's Ronald Acuna Jr.
So, I was thinking about that because obviously, he is the best player in the league, like point blank, just Major League Baseball. He just is, like all around. He is almost any facet of the game. It's Ronald Acuna Jr. But Zachary, do you know the last MVP to win back-to-back, or last person to win back-to-back MVPs?
I did not.
I think it's only been done like 4 times.
Do you want me to guess?
I was thinking about it.
Or
guess. You should know this.
Joe
because
Mauer?
it's been recent. No. Earlier. Earlier.
Like more recent or longer ago?
Yeah. Sorry. More recent.
Oh man, this is not a good look for me.
You should know this.
American League or National League?
American League. I can give you a hint if you want it.
Oh, that's not fair. He's in the National League now.
Incorrect. Still in the American League.
Mike Trout is not
still on the same team. Yeah, Mike Trout. But yeah, so Mike Trout
messed up there.
Became the 5th person in history, baseball history, to win back-to-back MVPs.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not saying it can't be done because obviously Acuna, if there's a player that will do it, it's Acuna. That's the reason I didn't really choose for him to be.
Completely
Plus,
understand.
again, what I was talking about which goes against my point because the Braves are amazing. That's what I was kind of talking about with Soto. You got other guys there, but so it'd be hard for him to win back to back. But
shouts out to I think they'll clean it up. I'm not having great audio on my end right now, so if y'all hear beeping, it might be on my computer at some point. So hey, we're gonna document it and move on. So,
as a Phillies fan, I will just say it would not shock me in the slightest if Acuna won MVP again and won it for the rest of his career. So we don't have to get down that little pity hole. But
I mean, baseball's hard. It's hard to be dominant. It's definitely hard to be dominant and healthy in back-to-back seasons. It's just a true facet of the game. But good news for Acuna, and we can move on after this. We're doing decent. he didn't play deep into the playoffs last year. All right, so moving on to the next one.
Yeah, so American League home run leader. So for this one, we're going to go back to the team. My pick will go back to the team that you chose your MVP from. And for a lot of the reasons you were talking about MVP, like they're going to have to pitch to one of the two guys. I think, Soto is an on-base machine guy. He's going to be batting right in front of Aaron Judge, who is my pick. Soto's on base. They're not going to be able to just pitch around Judge. What are they going to do? Put Judge on base too? Just walk in? They're not going to pitch around him. Soto is going to give my guy the chance to bang, and bang he will. Aaron Judge, AL home run leader. Lock it in. Just lock it in.
Yeah,
it's going to happen.
One of the most home runs in a season, beat the Yankees record, one of the top of the American League. I mean, he's incredible. Last year was on even a higher pace before he got injured.
Yeah.
But the reason he's going to be the MVP is because he's leading the league in home runs. Juan Soto. Let's go.
Okay.
Contract year. He's about to get paid so much money this offseason.
Much.
What better way to do it than just to go and be like, hey, I just led the entire American League in home runs playing in the AL East. Not an easy division.
Yeah, short porch, though. Yankee Field, short porch.
Yeah, more home runs.
Lefty. Yeah, just people will use that against him. I'm warning you.
Aaron Judge did as a righty.
Seen it for years.
All right.
All right. Cool.
Wow. Really heavy Yankee influence so far.
Very heavy.
I think we can listen to a particular company too much. I'll say it.
But I will say that there's going to be no Yankee connection here in the National League by a home run leader.
Agreed.
Okay. All right. So my pick, it's kind of a boring pick. There's a little clue in that for you. It's Pete Alonso. He bangs. He bangs. He does.
He hits home runs.
He smashes home runs.
It's
actually very low key at the rate that he hits home runs.
Yeah, it's basically picking Pete Alonso is not saying he's going to have an unique year. It's just saying no one else will. You're just saying no other National League player is going to have a crazy year. Because if he just does what he does, he's going to lead the league.
He's just going to naturally, yeah.
Yeah, and he's healthy too. Again, I would say there is a world in which people are going to call me crazy for this. He's not a Met long term. I think they're going to mess it up.
I would love that. I would love if
he might get traded to an American League team, and that pick is wrong. But I'm going to pick somebody that's going to be on a National League team all year, and I'm going to pick somebody that's just when you see their swing, you just think they attack the ball. I maybe even mentioned this to you already on accident, but they obliterate the ball. Matter of fact, hit a home run in the game I was watching today. Kyle Schwarbs, baby. Schwarbombs. I mean, when he gets hot, remember when he was the Red Sox and he was just every other game, at least, was just boom, 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 boom. Dude.
Now, Phillies fan, I love Schwarber.
Yeah, I will say. And I have this on record. Go back to when he was with the Cubs. I told one of my good buddies he was going to win Rookie of the Year. I told him he was going to win MVP. He's out for the whole year, comes back and hits in the World Series. I'll never get over that for the Cubs. But I've just always loved Schwarber his whole career, and now he's with Bryce Harper. So, yeah.
I want to kiss Bryce Harper on the lips.
Okay. I don't know when this was coming out, so I'm not going to count it against the counter of episodes without you saying that. All right, moving on.
To be fair, so we were when I was on the way back from Florida, that's where we vacationed for my girlfriend's spring break or whatever. Me and Zachary were talking on the phone. Took a good 4-hour gap out of that 10-hour car run, so appreciate that, by the way. Yeah, we had that conversation just about Bryce Harper and everything with my girlfriend, and I pretty much got the green light. So
she actually said it was going to happen.
Yeah, which actually, I don't know. I don't believe in manifesting, but
what about woman?
I hope it kind of works.
She shed it. By the way, do you know what a she shed is?
No.
Dude, we had a get together at the teacher's house one time. Come look at her she shed. I hate that it's just a little shed on there. Anyways, yeah.
It's called a she shed?
Yeah, don't look up she shed. That's what I used to say about my old dog. I'd get hair all over me. She shed. Okay. You let me talk too long.
What? This is wild. It's actually a thing.
Dude, I was the only one there.
I thought you were just joking. I thought it was like gonna be a part of a joke.
No, they're like, you never heard of this? I'm like, no, y'all. Like, why is it called that? They're like, I don't know. It's like a girl's little. Oh, it's like a man cave, but like away from the house. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, right here, another name for a she shed is lady lair.
That's better.
It's better than she shed.
She said she shows by Seashore. Next.
What about right here? Dim Den.
Okay, we're gonna go to the next award. We're trying to keep this, a little succinct, a little together. This is not a free flowing one. Our next award, I will announce it, is the American League batting title.
American League batting title. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get to it. You said his name earlier. Do you remember whose name you said earlier, Zachary?
No, what?
Zachariah?
Shall I wear the belt for the pick?
I don't have a wrestling belt. I'm sorry. I wish I could join in. I do have.
It was for fantasy football.
I do have this.
Are you angry?
Welcome Shouts out. I'm
okay. Who is it?
All right, it's Corey Seager. Siegs, baby. I believe in a full Corey Seager season. So I believe in his health. I believe in him. I love him. And if he's on the field, watch out. Just like you were talking about when I was talking about Julio Rodriguez, giving him all this praise and everything. Siegs belongs in the conversation with J-Rod, with Soto, with Judge. He belongs. Siegs is, he's the guy. The Rangers don't win the World Series without him. The Dodgers don't win the World Series without him. Like, it's just facts. Well, those are very obvious statements considering he's literally the world's MVP for both teams. Only player to ever do 2 different teams and 2 different leagues. That's what I was saying. But yeah, Corey Seager, baby. I believe in his health. I'm hoping for his health.
Okay.
What is it? Female woman manifestation. Woman manifestation.
See, we let each other talk too long.
I'm not smart. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm gonna go with someone. No one out of this world, but they are out of this country. Bo Bichette. He just hits. He just hits. He just hits. He just hits. I actually saw a quote earlier today. Meant to save it and read it. Don't feel like looking it up. And basically, they were just saying his approach in any situation at any time, he adjusts so naturally and just can hit. And if you go back and look, he just hits his whole career. He's just a hitter. He's not going to lead his team in home runs. He's not going to lead probably in doubles or maybe even triples. He's going to lead in hits. He is a hitter. I love him. And nice alliteration. And apparently he's really smart because anytime, like, I'm talking to my dad or something, he's just like, yeah, Bo knows. I don't even know he knows this guy. But anyways.
Yeah, you know what I think will help him is when the Blue Jays finally move him out of the shortstop position. But we'll see.
That's not going to happen. We're like over 6 in good jokes this episode, so we got to...
That wasn't a joke. I was being genuine, though.
No, my joke was bad.
Oh, okay. Yes. All right, NL batting title. We already said his name. It's Mookie Betts. Mookie. I think that helps him with his NL MVP case. I think that, he's going to be batting leadoff for the Dodgers this year. A lineup that is, I still think the Braves are the best team in the league.
And I think
the Dodgers are not far away. Like, it's crazy. Their lineup is insane. Mookie's going to be batting at the top of that.
You have them 1 and 2, and I have them 1 and 2.
Yeah. So, Mookie Betts, batting title.
I have his teammate, Freddie Freeman, who had tons of hits last year. I just don't see him really and again, you're not basing it on the first weekend. For those of you that thought we were basing it on the first weekend, you're wrong. This is a little bit of kind of the Schwarber feel. It's like every other pick I went really fanboy of. I cannot explain to you how much I love Freddie Freeman. I wish that I could just make people play the game like him. But if you tell me Mookie's going to lead instead of him, I'm not going to argue with you about it. Here's what I'll say about Freddie Freeman. I remember watching a home run derby. It was actually after a softball game I'd played in. And we're sitting there watching on the TV. And Freddie Freeman's not doing well. I mean, what is he doing? He's just trying to hit the ball to opposite field. It's like he couldn't tell his brain, like, oh, I'm trying to just pull and hit a home run every time. He's just still trying to get base hits in the middle of a home run derby, just trying to hit a deep left field for no reason. Terrible performance. Look up Freddie Freeman home run derby, and you'll never respect him as a person. But, yeah, I don't know what was going on. But he hits. All right, now moving on to some pitching.
Yeah, so AL Cy Young, my pick. New league, new team. The division, not used to him. He's an ace. He's nasty. He's got a very pitcher-friendly ballpark behind him.
Matt Waldron.
In the AL?
Oh, I just got confused with Paul.
Corbin Burns. And, good news for me, he's already had a good opening day start.
Again, I will admit, the number one reason
I have the receipts.
The number one reason I did not pick Corbin Burns, this is dumb. I'm admitting it's dumb, but this is all a guess at the end of the day. He's very logical. He has to be amongst the top again, just like others. I also won on the record. I picked Garrett Cole last year, and he won. So, give me some for that. But obviously he's hurt. I'm picking him. I only didn't pick Corbin Burns just because it's such the fun, sexy, new pick that I don't know. But thank God I don't have to see him as much this year. That guy, he's insane. He's actually, in all seriousness, obviously baseball people are not going to say this, and shouts out to those of you that aren't as invested in baseball as a whole listening to this. He's kind of underrated. Like last year he struggled and still ended up having a good year after a bounce back. He's very, very good. So I don't think he went on a limb there at all. I'm going to go with someone who I love watching this guy pitch. He's on a team we've already mentioned, specifically you mentioned, and that is the Seattle Mariners. And you all may be thinking I'm going to pick their technical ace, and I am not going with Luis Castillo, even though I wanted to.
You're going to pick my guy.
George Kirby.
Yes.
George Kirby. Just disgusting. Check out his Savant page when you have time.
I'll check it out right now. I was actually already on Baseball Savant.
Okay. And look, obviously all these you're expecting a guy to be great. He just seems like he's not going to have those big letdown moments. So yeah, George Kirby. Also, for those of you who used to play Super Smash Bros. Or Super Smash Bros. Melee, Kirby was always my favorite character. So it's just a great name.
Yeah, he's gross. I just clicked on one of my favorite things on Baseball Savant is the random video. And the random video right here is him striking out Daniel Vogelbach. So, shouts out.
Okay. All right.
Speaking of Daniel Vogelbach, my NL Cy Young pick has nothing to do with him. So my NL Cy Young pick is my pitcher, my ace. I'm fine with people calling me biased. Don't matter. Zach Wheeler. That's my guy. Just sign an extension. He's a dog. He will get it done this year. He was close last year. He will get it done this year. Trust me.
There is a very, very, very short list of people. I'm not even saying I wouldn't pick him. There are a very, very, very short list of people. If it's, hey, we need one game. I need you to go pitch. I mean, who are you picking instead of Zach Wheeler, truthfully? I don't know.
Right.
So great pick. I love that.
They're introducing a new pitch for him this year. He's going to get his strikeouts up. That's his main goal.
Is it a split? Is that what it is?
Is that what they're calling it?
I don't know. There's so many, anything with the downward movement has 17 different names now.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with somebody who is not dependent on strikeouts as well. I know you love this guy. And that is Logan Webb. Now, full transparency, before the Blake Snell signing, so I did my picks way before Teddy had finalized his. And this was the one I kept going back and forth on because I'm like, gosh, just having that one true ace at the top of rotation, it's so much pressure. It's like you got, and then they signed Blake Snell. I'm like, oh, no issues whatsoever now. So give me Logan Webb. And Teddy, before our last two awards, for those of you listening, thank you. We will keep it under 30 minutes, we promise. I told you, 30 minutes is only quick. But we actually have an advertisement, Teddy, before we do our last two awards. So I will be quiet. You can read this for us.
All right, let me just pull this up. I'm sorry for not having this ready.
All right. I mean, technically, I'm a minute early. We said 27 minutes, so I'll pander. That's not the right word. I will.
All right, sorry, I just got it pulled up. Sharpie, thank you so much. Made to write on, stand out on, and stay on practically any surface. It's the permanent marker born for unique, unruly, courageous, outrageous self-expression that never ever fades from glory. We are the bold original, genuine article, and cultural icon of permanent markers. Thank you, Sharpie. Please send us money.
All right.
I'll look up the mission statement. Yeah.
Okay. I will say
what they sent to us. Yeah.
Side little story there. There actually was a Sharpie of my initials, Teddy's initials, and a few other friends' initials just on my door frame in the garage. And I'll be honest with you, Teddy, I still have no clue who did that. No one ever fessed up to it. No one ever said they did it. And I will say this to Sharpie, and hopefully this doesn't lose our sponsorship. The only way you can kind of get it to go away is if you buy industrial paint and paint over it multiple times. So pretty permanent. But
look how good that writes. So smooth.
Oh, was that your next pick? All right, moving on. To the youngsters, the young bucks, or maybe not young, but first year in the league, depending on how you look at it. But we have the AL Roadie. What? Oh, it's an acronym. Okay. Rookie of the Year. I didn't know that's what this award was. So,
AL Rookie of the Year. He seems to be. Look, you probably went a different way, because you're kind of like an odds guy. And you want to, go a different route, and I respect that. I'm gonna give in to what seems like to be the general consensus here. It is Evan Carter. He's a dog. I was actually like, I don't know. It's one of those things where everyone is just so in on him. I was looking for a reason not to try to be like different, have a different pick. I got nothing. He's so good.
I'll give you a reason not to, and I'll give you the only other two people. He was one of the other two people I was considering. Wait, ignore that last part. I was considering two other people, but he also is my choice. However, if you want to talk about odds, not only is he not the odds-on favorite, he's not even the odds-on favorite on his own team. Wyatt Langford, being someone who was drafted just last year, I believe, who already has earned a DH spot in this Texas lineup where he just is going to hit. He actually has better odds, or did at the time of this taping, than Evan Carter. But they both are top three, which is just crazy. Now, there's one other name that I want to give an honorable mention to, and I strictly did not pick just because I think he's going to miss too much time. Not from not being good. As a matter of fact, he had a home run his first at-bat this year. The only problem, Teddy, is guess what about his first at-bat?
What?
It wasn't in the major leagues, and that's Jackson Holliday. I love Jackson Holliday, but I was in between Holliday and Carter. I also went Carter. It's crazy of this whole list, that's the one we have the same. But, yeah, kind of like you said, there's not really – I mean, baseball's hard. It's not like he's guaranteed to be a great batter his whole career, but there's not many rookies you trust to get good at-bats on a good team.
Except and you see him show out in the postseason, where postseason it's when pitching really becomes amplified. Like it's harder to hit in the postseason. That seems obvious, but really drill that into your brain. And again, he showed out. He didn't even reach his rookie limits before the postseason.
Look,
and he was one of their best players.
I agree with the postseason so much with you, and that's ultimately why I chose him and not somebody that hasn't played yet. But I mean, just think about my NL MVP pick. Ask him how well he hits in the postseason. oh, well, they won the World Series. Go back and look. He didn't play that year because he got injured. So maybe they should just bench him during the playoffs. Sorry, we've been too nice to the Braves. Watching this series this weekend, seeing everything they posted about, I'll ask you about this later. They're just good. All right, moving on. Maybe you have a Brave winning the next award because it is the National League Award. I doubt you have a Philly because I don't know if y'all have any rookies on your
You think I'd have a... No, we don't. You think, but the Braves don't either.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Kelnick's not a rookie.
No.
He's just
My NL Rookie of the Year. So there's one, and again, I'll see the odds on it, but yeah.
It's not odds pod. Yeah, it is. I'm really
Yamamoto is not my pick. And he is by far the odds-on favorite to win it. And it makes sense. He's going to be exciting. The Dodgers expect him to not be just a starting pitcher. They want him to be their ace. Like, they want him to be the guy. And I get that he is technically a rookie for the MLB, but, like, come on. Like, I want to pick the youngsters. So that's exactly what I did. I went Jackson Chourio for the Brewers. Again, this was before this series sweep that they just put on the Mets that, you know, really pulled at my heartstrings because as a Phillies fan, I really, really dislike the Mets. Reese Hoskins, my guy. Seeing him do it. Jeff McNeil was hilarious. I loved that. And so I am even more love with this pick. Jackson Chourio. He's a dog. He's going to be an everyday right fielder. Is he playing right for them? I think so. Everyday right fielder for the Brewers. And yeah. No, he's not.
That's that old boy Sal, I believe.
But no, I don't think Sal is playing.
I'll go ahead and wrap this up. I did go with Yamamoto. There's just
Sal Frelick's in center. Yeah, he's not playing right field. Sal Frelick's in center. Chourio's in right field. As per Fangraphs. You're welcome.
Well, he's my right fielder, is all I was saying. Anyways,
and as per their last game.
Yamamoto is my pick. I trust the Dodgers. I trust their pitching. They want to be there. He's fun. I like his name Yoshi, you know. Cool dude. Yeah, I'm trying to win, and I think he's gonna win.
I think he is too, but again, I get he is technically a rookie. Come on, man. The dude he went from professional to professional. Like, at least these other guys are going from minors to professional.
Look, Shohei won and you weren't mad, right?
I mean, I didn't really have an opinion on it.
All right, that's going to do it. Sorry, I apologize for lying. I said it'll be under 30. It's not. Get over it. Like, subscribe, comment your picks. Am I lame for going Yamamoto? Were we too biased that we made sure we had Phillies? I don't see any Reds on here. There's no bias for that. Not yet. Just wait a couple years. So Matt McClain won't die. Juan Soto, Ronald Acuna, Juan Soto, Kyle Schwarber, Bo Bichette, Freddie Freeman, George Kirby, Logan Webb, Evan Carter, Yamamoto. Best of luck, gentlemen. I hope to, honestly, Evan Carter, I don't really care if you win or not because you don't help me at all. No, you know what? I don't have a perfect score. So sure, go ahead. I hope to beat Teddy. We'll revisit this a long time from now because I'm not rewatching this one. Teddy, sign us off.
Okay.